Being storm smart means keeping our rivers clean, our fish and forests healthy, and reducing the risk of flooding.
So you can see here that this ditch is down at the edge of the road and the driveway, the culvert that runs under the driveway. This is an area where a lot of sediment can build up over the course of the winter from plowing on the road and the driveway. All of that sediment then ends up in the ditch, and then it can really clog out the culvert. So to start with, you just want to go through and you want to pull out larger debris, sticks and things like that by hand, and then you want to make sure that you can identify the culvert entrance clearly. So in this case, we have a little bit of material that is clogging up the culvert. Here is the entrance to the culvert. There's a fair amount of material that's been built up. The big thing here is that we want to make sure that the channel through the culvert is clear. Larger debris is important to get out of the way so it doesn't catch leaves and other material that could just block the culvert very quickly. So in this case, we're just going to take our shovel and we're going to clear out that main entrance area. You can see stuff is built up over the course of the winter. So one thing that happens with a lot of these culverts is that over time they wear out, they rust, or a plastic culvert starts to crack and break. So when the culvert starts to wear out, you can see rust here in this material I pulled from it. It can start to bow and flex. Water will start to run under or around it, and that can really lead to some issues for the long-term stability of the culvert. So you can see that once we've cleared out most of the top of the culvert anyways, you can see the water is starting to flow through pretty well. In this case, the maintenance that needs to be done on this culvert is pretty extensive. So the main thing to do in the short term is just to make sure you have that water flowing, that you have a fair amount of headspace for material to pass through. So one of the things that is so important about cleaning out your culverts in the springtime is that with the increased amount of precipitation, all the snow melt, you have a lot of water coming through these systems. And one culvert might back up and wash out one driveway, but that same water then flows down, and if it meets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more backed up culverts, you can really start to have a cumulative impact where the water leads to significant erosion on the roads, and then all of that sediment and material finds its way into the streams and ultimately down into the Mad River.